Welcome to another exciting lens comparison. Today we have an aperture showdown between two popular lenses from TTArtisan, the 50mm F0.95 and the 50mm F1.2. I will be putting these lenses to test and comparing their performance side by side with both test photos and real-world photos. Not only will we explore their image quality, but also their physical attributes and affordability. So let's dive right in. Let's look at some test shots first. All the photos on the left-hand side are shot with the f0.95 lens, and on the right are shot with the f1.2 lens. And all the photos in this video are unedited photos. When you shoot wide open with both lenses, f0.95 surely looks softer and has more obvious background blur. As you can see, the f1.2 lens is generally sharper compared to the f0.95 lens. In certain areas, the f0.95 might have a more dreamy and soft look, but the f1.2 offers better overall sharpness and clarity. In my opinion, for the f1.2 lens, it's easy to use from f1.4 to f5.6, and for the 0.95 lens, it is easier to use from f2 to f5.6. For both lenses, from f8 and above, the quality begins to drop. Another important aspect to consider is the bokeh produced by these lenses. The f0.95 creates smoother and rounder bokeh, adding a magical and dreamlike quality to your images. In contrast, the f1.2 lens may exhibit more noticeable blade shapes in the bokeh, which can still be pleasing to some photographers, but might not have the same artistic effect as the f0.95 lens. Now let's also look at some real-world photos. The first one is when I shot with both lenses wide open. You can see the f0.95 does have more obvious bokeh and the image is brighter. Both lenses have purple fringing when you shoot against bright light. Now both at f1.2. Personally, I think the f0.95 lens is the kind of lens that has better performance in real world than in lab tests. Sometimes it might be a bit less sharp, but this doesn't make a difference when you look at the image as a whole. Due to their manual focus nature, both lenses might require some practice and patience, especially for those accustomed to autofocus lenses. But once you get the hang of it, focusing becomes intuitive. You can set the peaking display and magnify by double tapping the screen. I have mentioned how to do that in another video. Feel free to check it out if you're interested in using manual focus. When it comes to user-friendliness, I have to say the f1.2 lens is easier to use. This footage demonstrates how it looks when I tried to find the correct focus with the f0.95 lens. You can see there is a very thin line between what is in focus and what is out of focus. In the lens review video of TTArtisan 50mm F0.95, I mentioned that the lens can be used on both full-frame and aps-c systems. You don't even have to use crop mode, which means this 0.95 lens can be a 50mm aps-c lens as well as a 50mm full-frame lens at the same time. On the other hand, the f1.2 lens shows some vignetting when you use it on a full-frame camera. No matter how you set the aperture and turn the focus ring, you will still see the black edges. If you look at the lens body, the two lenses are actually very similar. They are both made of metal and glass, no plastic. They both come with this kind of screw-on lens cover, and they both have the clicky aperture ring and smooth focus ring. The difference is that the f1.2 lens has these two things on the aperture ring, so it is easier to hold. And most importantly, the f0.95 weighs 411 grams and costs $218, while the f1.2 weighs 336 grams and comes at a more budget-friendly price of $112. You might be wondering, is it worth paying twice the price just for going from f0.95 to f1.2? Well, in terms of value and price, of course, the f1.2 lens is the more budget-friendly option. For photographers on a tighter budget, or those who don't necessarily require the ultra-wide aperture, the f1.2 lens provides an excellent balance between performance and cost. And honestly, you probably won't be shooting at f0.95 very often because it's very difficult to focus. However, if you already have some experience in using manual lenses and you crave that extra level of creativity, the f0.95 lens is where the magic happens. I hope this comparison helps making your lens selection easier. The product links are in the description box, and I have also made separate review for both lenses. Check them out for more details. Let me know in the comment which lens is a better choice for you and why. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.